Here's a topic going around. Wonder Boy even weighed in on this. And Wonder Boy made a real simple comment, and I only read the headline, in full disclosure. But he said the UFC is trying to push Chimaev to fill the void left by Khabib. And I know a lot of people that have thought that. I've been in discussions, even away from you guys, I've been in discussions about that. I just don't know that I agree. When you're talking about the void left by Khabib, Khabib represents the most famous Muslim athlete on the earth. Any sport. Any sport. Not the most famous UFC Muslim athlete, the most famous Muslim athlete in the world. If you go to his social media, I think you would be blown away. Just by example, if you just need to look at a good hard number, I think you would be blown away of the support that this guy gets. I only offer for you, do you need to build up Chimaev to continue to service that region, that part of the world, Dagestan, for example? Boy, there's a whole lot of guys from Dagestan. There's a whole lot of Russian fighters on the contract. I don't know that I agree with that. I mean, I don't know that I see that and that it would need to be Chimaev. And by the way, I don't see where the push for Chimaev ever came from. Chimaev stumbled into something and turned, I mean, right, the only thing you're ever going to get in this business is an opportunity. That's it. That's the only thing that will be given to you. But Chimaev took that opportunity. He looked absolutely fantastic. They needed a fight 9 days later, which represented a weigh-in 8 days later at a weight class below him. He said, I'm here, I'm in Abu Dhabi, I'm licensed, and I'll do it. And then he did. Got out of 2 different fights, 9 days separated. Neither one of them ever saw a full round of completion. I mean, boom, he's on the scene. That was a cool move. That was a cool and interesting move. He's interesting. Comes to Vegas. Goes back up to middleweight. Also doesn't get out of the first round, but this time he's taking on a striker. Right? M3 is a striker. And he was able to catch the striker and put him down, I think it was 22 seconds with one shot. Leaping hook puts him down. I mean, boom, he's just on the scene. It's just the way it went. I don't see where the push for him came from. I saw a push back towards him where guys were trying to alienate him, not giving him opportunities because he didn't have a ranking next to his name. Now, all of a sudden, Dana's moving up the card, moving up the rank. I mean, that's the way it works, right? The number 10 guy says, no, you don't go to the number 11 guy, you go to the number 9 guy. The number 9 guy, you got to take him at his word. If he says, look, Dana, I'm 9 in the world and I don't have the balls to do this. Okay, great. Then I got to go to somebody with more balls. Let me call the number 7 guy. That's the way that works. Number 8 doesn't say no, so you call number 12. I'll go, okay, you're not tough enough to do it. Let me find a guy less tough than you. Consensusly less tough than you. Number 12 says no. Okay, let me find a guy even less tough than you. Let me call number 16. It doesn't work that way. You go the other way. Talk about Chimaev got pushed. I saw Chimaev get resisted. So you got to start calling the other way. And they were running out of options. All of a sudden, the tough guys left town. So you end up with Leon, who's a main event fighter himself, happens to be ranked number 3 in the world. Boom, you got to stick this on top of the bill. In addition, it was getting media, it was getting attention. He's captivated people's curiosities. A main event guy. I don't know that I would agree that he has been pushed. I also don't know that I would agree that there is a void left, geographically speaking. I'm speaking to a specific region, but that's what you're speaking about when you're talking about a void left by Khabib. Talking about a sport that's beginning to flourish in a certain area headlined by Khabib. We've got to replace people. I'm only saying to you, there's a whole bunch of guys. Khabib's got a whole bunch of teammates. Trained by Khabib's father, and I imagine will now be trained by Khabib. I just don't know that I'm buying that it has to be Chimaev or that anybody is foreshadowing that it's going to be Chimaev. Islam comes to mind. I don't know if Islam's been beat. At one time, I thought he was 15-0, and then somewhere I looked and I thought I saw he was 15-1. The mere fact that I don't know if he's ever been beat speaks to how incredible he is, his record is, and how ever long ago it was when he did stub his toe. I only bring that to you because would Chimaev fit that bill? Yes, he would. But the way the story is being told is as though he has been handpicked to fill a void of which nobody even knew was going to exist. The timeline just doesn't match up. The idea that Chimaev is getting favors done for him to fill a hole by Khabib. The Chimaev at bus had left the station before Khabib said "C'est la vie." And as far as a push, man, I've seen a lot of people trying to hold Chimaev down. He's breaking through it. It's one perspective. I don't think that Wonder Boy is wrong. I just don't know that Wonder Boy is right in that this was a premeditated, predetermined strategy. It feels as though many pieces were just falling and they happen to come into place. Food for thought. Love to hear what you think.